career.
How did it feel to have the performance that you did personally in the last game? I know you guys didn't get the team result you wanted, but it's your best game of the season.
Just it feels good. I'm taking the right steps into my game. As season goes on, I'm looking to play better football going on. But at the end of the day, I just want to find ways to get the win for my team.
Where do you think you've most improved this season?
Understanding the playbook, and another thing, I feel like just me playing fast. With me understanding the playbook, it allows me to know what's going on, not really question, am I doing the right thing, am I in the right assignment or anything. So I would say understanding the scheme of the defense and the playbook really put me ahead.
Speaking of playing fast, I mean, Miles, after the game, really kind of took it on himself in terms of the defense, in terms of, not starting fast, obviously, in that game. How much has that been talked about this week, and the urgency to kind of come out from, the opening start?
Definitely. This week, a big part of this week was, starting fast. And whether that's in practice, whether that's in workouts, your assignments, just everything, just do it fast, fast, fast. We understand last week we didn't get the outcome we wanted. We didn't start off fast as defense, but this week we're looking to be better.
You had your first career sack against Mississippi State. Last year, you guys were held without a sack on Saturday against Texas A&M. How important to get that pass rush back to the level it was at, against Texas when you guys had 6 sacks?
Of course, affecting the quarterback, is a big part of this week. Going in, they have a good team, good quarterback, good pass game. So being able to affect the quarterback is going to be a big factor this week.
You've seen out of Blake Shapen on film, and how much is Ron Roberts' familiarity, having coached near him at Baylor, going to help you guys on Saturday?
On film, we've seen he's able to do things with his legs. He's able to make adjustments, make checks, and he's been able to be a leader for that team. So, Coach Roberts, he let us understand like what's going on, what's the game plan for this week, and we just understand that he's a great player.
Have you been keeping in touch with Jelani, and if so, what advice has he been trying to give you through this?
Oh yes. Basically, he just told me, keep my head down and keep working. Even though things aren't going our way right now, just keep your head down and keep working.
Napier said that Charles Emmanuel III got a scholarship today from the Baker Mayfield Foundation. How cool of a moment was that for him, but also you guys? And then what else can you tell us about him?
Oh, besides football part, like stuff like that just puts you into perspective. How grateful you should be for this opportunity. We had a kid come out today, that was fighting disease. So it just allows us to sit back and look like we're the lucky ones. We should be especially grateful.
Put it in perspective what true adversity is in a sense for you guys.
Oh, definitely. At the end of the day, it's bigger than football. It's kids who are out there fighting, real battles. So. Just being able to come out here and play a game that we love, we're the lucky ones, like I said.
How difficult is it, as a young guy, grew up with social media, to block out all this outside noise about the team and about Coach Napier?
I wouldn't say it's difficult at all. At the end of the day, I feel like whether you're doing good or bad, people are always going to have something to say. So, why pay attention to it? We know what's going on in the building. We know the work that we put in. So I wouldn't say it's hard at all.
What's been Coach's message to you guys this week?
Just staying together, staying together as a team, regardless of what's going on. These are, some lifelong relationships that we built, a brotherhood, basically. So just staying together as a team.
This homecoming, what are you learning about that, and what do you think that means this week, playing a homecoming game for the players?
I think it's big, seeing our seniors as their last homecoming. So just going out there and playing for them, this is a big moment for them. They put a lot of pain into the program, a lot of work into the program. So just being able to come out and allow them to enjoy the moment and get a win for them.
What does Coach Napier mean for you personally?
Me personally, Coach Napier means a lot. I see all the stuff that's being said about him outside, but I see him every day. And the things that's said about him, it's just people talking. But I feel like personally, he's a great coach. A great human. At the end of the day, and he's given me a lot.
What sort of legacy do you think he leaves his program?
Personally, I feel like he will leave this legacy that he's a great human at the end of the day. I feel like the game is bigger than football, and at the end of the day, he's raising young men, young men for the next life, whether that's football or in careers or anything like that. he's teaching us lifelong lessons.
What's been your thoughts on Jaden Ball's season?
Oh, I feel like Jaden Ball is great. You know, he's one of my close friends on the team, and I feel like he's a great player personally.
Trying to tackle him in practice.
Oh, it's tough, but it's iron sharpens iron, and I feel like if I'm able to tackle him in practice, I can tackle anybody.
How much
Still
growth have you
stronger
seen?
than you?
I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm the strongest. I'm the strongest on the team. Yeah.
Have you seen out of Miles Johnson and Ty Jackson this season so
Oh
far?
yeah, those young guys, they're gonna be great. Early on in the season, seeing them come in and not really know what's going on, it kind of looked like me coming in. You see what I'm saying? Just seeing the steps, just telling them to be patient in the process, because at the end of the day, their time's gonna come, and when it comes, they're gonna have to step up to the plate.
Kobe Jackson is also someone who's been battling injuries this year. Have you seen him maybe handle that, and have you seen him perform in practice this week?
Oh yeah, along with his injury, he hasn't let that define him or change his mood. He's still been that great guy who lifts the team up, been a great leader. On the sidelines during the game, giving us encouragement, boosting us up. So, it's one thing for guys to get hurt and just quit on the team. Not quit on the team, but just go down. But he's been in good spirits. He's kept us up, and he's continued to be a leader.
Really called him Coach Jackson.
Yeah.
Have you seen him on the sidelines, especially against Texas A&M, maybe try to keep you guys locked in, motivated?
Yeah, I like that, Coach Jackson, because that's what he's been acting like. He's really stepped up. Even though he can't be there on the field with us, he's definitely been with us in our hearts and in our head, just giving us encouragement and just telling us keep going.
Jack Cheese.
Yeah, there you go,
could be a
Coach
good name
Jack
right
Cheese.
there, right?
Yeah.
What kind of progress have you seen from Cam James this year?
Oh, Cam James, that's my roommate when we go on trips in the hotel and stuff. I just see this year he's just real dialed in. He's just real hungry. If you watch him play, you just I feel like his effort just pops out on tape. Like he's running after every ball. Any screen, he's going down the line trying to make a play. So before the game, I try to make it a competition. Like you're not gonna beat me to the ball, and I know it's gonna be tough. So me competing with him just boosts my game.
How is he as a roommate?
Oh, he's great. He snores a lot, but besides that, for me, he makes sure I'm locked in pregame. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and he puts me in a good headspace.
Do you have any habits or routines that you use to kind of ground yourself when it's a bit more hectic or turbulent landscape?
I would say I turn to the Lord. I really turn to the Word when things aren't really going our way or aren't really like you said, it's kind of turbulence. I just look to the Lord and allow Him to ease my stress or my anxiety.
How great has Coach Roberts been for you too? Just like how much has he taught you since you got here? What sort of things have you learned from him?
Oh yeah, first off, like when I came in, like he just opened my eyes to what like defense in college football like really is. It's bigger than just man coverage or the basic things. It's really an art that you have to study. And, with his history and with his knowledge and his background, he's been able to teach me a lot. He's seen it all. He's been through it all. So just getting his wisdom is a great advantage.